The auditorium is buzzing. Families, couples, and hopeful dreamers fill every seat of the America's Got Talent stage. Neon lights flicker across the arena as the announcer's voice booms. Next up, please welcome, James Carter. From the shadows of the backstage, a man slowly steps forward. He is in his late 30s, his beard scruffy, his jeans faded and patched. His boots are worn, nearly breaking at the seams. He clutches a guitar, its wooden surface scratched and scarred from years of street use. For the audience, he doesn't look like someone who belongs on this world-famous stage. He looks like someone you might pass by on a busy sidewalk without a second glance. The room falls into an awkward silence. A few audience members tilt their heads, whispering. On the judges' panel, Simon Cowell narrows his eyes, already skeptical. Sofia Vergara smiles politely, while Heidi Klum folds her hands, curious. Howie Mandel leans forward, studying him. Hello, Heidi begins gently, can you introduce yourself to us? The man grips the microphone with trembling fingers. My name is James Carter. I've been playing music on the streets for over 15 years. I sing in subway tunnels, at bus stops, on park benches, wherever people will listen. But most of the time, they don't. His voice cracks at the last words. The audience grows quiet, sensing the honesty in his tone. James continues, his eyes fixed on the floor. I never thought I'd stand on a stage like this. Honestly, I almost didn't come. But someone told me once, if you sing like no one is listening long enough, one day, the whole world will. So I'm here. Simon, ever the skeptic, raises his eyebrows and interrupts, so, James, do you really think you belong here, in a competition of the best of the best? His words sting, but James doesn't flinch. With surprising steadiness, James answers, I don't know if I'm the best. But I do know that music is the only thing that's kept me alive all these years. It's my voice. It's my story. And tonight, I just want to share that story. A wave of murmurs ripples through the audience. The judges glance at one another, silently agreeing to give him a chance. James adjusts his guitar strap, closes his eyes for a moment, and takes a deep breath. The silence in the room feels heavy, every person waiting to see if this street performer will sink or soar. The first chord is about to decide everything. The lights dim, leaving only a spotlight on James. He strums the first chord, soft, raw, unrefined. A ripple of emotion spreads through the audience. His guitar may not be perfect, but the sound is soulful, like a voice from the past, telling stories of survival. Then, his voice fills the theater. It is not smooth, not polished like a pop star's, but it is powerful, raw, drenched with emotion. Each note carries years of pain, of nights sleeping under bridges, of mornings waking to the cold, of watching people walk past without ever stopping to listen. The lyrics he sings are his life. About playing in subway tunnels, where his voice was drowned by train horns. About rain soaking his guitar as he sang on street corners. About strangers tossing coins without ever looking him in the eyes. And about how, through it all, he kept singing, because it was the only way he knew how to survive. As his story unfolds in song, the audience leans in. A woman in the second row wipes her eyes. A young boy in the back whispers to his mother, he's so good. The camera cuts to the judges. Sofia has her hand over her heart, whispering, oh my God. Heidi shakes her head in awe, her eyes glassy. Howie closes his eyes, soaking in every lyric. Even Simon, usually stone-faced, tilts his head, a small smile tugging at the corner of his lips. The song swells, the chorus rising higher, a cry of hope, of resilience. James's voice cracks, but in that crack is beauty. It is real. It is human. The kind of imperfection that makes music unforgettable. Then something magical happens, the audience begins clapping along. At first, just a few hands in the front rows. Then, like a wave, the entire theater joins in. Hundreds of people beating in rhythm, lifting James higher. His voice grows stronger, fueled by the crowd. By the time he hits the final note, he is no longer just a man with a guitar, he is a force. His voice soars, echoing in every corner of the auditorium. The last chord rings out and fades into silence. James lowers his guitar, his chest heaving. Then, an eruption. The entire audience leaps to their feet, clapping, cheering, screaming. Some are crying openly. It is as if the man who had been invisible for years has suddenly been seen, fully, completely, undeniably. And James. He stands frozen, tears streaming down his face, unable to comprehend what has just happened. For a moment, James just stands there, stunned. The theater is alive, thousands of people on their feet, clapping, cheering his name. The sound is deafening, but in his ears, it is the sweetest music he has ever heard. He covers his face with his hands, shaking. All the years of being ignored, all the loneliness, all the hunger, suddenly, it feels worth it. The judges rise, one by one. Heidi stands first, applauding with tears in her eyes. Sofia soon follows, her smile wide and proud. Howie claps above his head, grinning. Then, finally, Simon stands. The audience gasps. Simon Cowell does not stand for just anyone. James's knees buckle as he realizes, Simon is clapping for him. The judges begin their feedback. Heidi, James, I am speechless. That was not just a performance, that was your soul on display. You reminded us why music matters. Sofia, you came in here as a man with nothing but a guitar, and you just gave us everything. That was beautiful. Howie, this show is called America's Got Talent, and you are the definition of that word, talent. Pure, raw, real talent. Simon, James, you walked out here looking like a street performer. But the truth is, you're a star. And tonight, the world saw it. The audience roars louder, chanting his name. James is overwhelmed, his body trembling, his tears flowing freely. Then, suddenly, one of the judges slams their hand on the golden buzzer. The theater explodes, confetti rains down like golden snow. The crowd goes wild, screaming louder than ever. James collapses to his knees, covering his face. His dream, one he never dared to dream, has come true. The host runs onto the stage, hugging him tightly as James sobs uncontrollably. The judges stand, clapping and smiling, watching a man who once sang to strangers on sidewalks now being celebrated by the world. As the golden confetti continues to fall, James looks up, his face streaked with tears and glitter. For the first time in his life, he is not invisible. He is seen, he is heard, he is loved, and in that moment, a street performer became a star.